You're listening to Chris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.
So Chelsea says she got concussed. I think you over dramatize sometimes when it comes to like injuries and things that happen.
I am not over dramatizing this. Okay, sometimes I do. Sometimes I add a little flair to it. However, Chris, you got me good, man.
So Chelsea says I gave her a concussion last night.
And it's not.
By the way, this is safe for work.
Yeah, this is not DV. This is not domestic violence. If that was the case, I'm a former brawler. Chris would not be here if that was the case. If we were brawling.
Oh, look at Chelsea. She's now in the MMA.
Hey.
So why don't you go ahead and tell your story, and then I'll tell everybody what really happened.
Well, I'm in a lot of pain here, first off.
Oh, my gosh. Stop dramatizing
It hurts. So there I go. I go to roll over. I like to read after you fall asleep or whatever.
Right.
And I go to roll over because I firmly believe that you need to end your night with a hug and a kiss. This is my fiance. We're getting married in a couple months. So I roll over to give you a hug and a kiss. And this 6'4" buffoon.
Well, here's the deal. You came in way too hot.
Am I telling my story or not?
Go ahead.
So I go to roll over and your elbow comes down and you went like that, like you didn't want to hug like you normally do. Your elbow came down and this massive softball-sized elbow, the hardest point in your body, comes crashing down on my delicate left temple. I saw stars. My teeth rattled. I was seeing red. I was getting ready and I was like, nope, it was an accident. It was an accident. I said, babe, you just smoked me in my temple. And I don't know how you didn't feel that on your gigantuan elbow.
Well, your head didn't feel like it bounced off my elbow that hard.
Oh, you idiot. And then I dropped an F-bomb.
You came in too hot.
Oh, whatever.
Way too fast.
I rolled over to give you, and you just boom, your elbow came down.
You got to bring it in lightly, like a normal person.
So instead of saying anything, he just continues to lay there, and he just like gets mad at me.
I'm just like, let's not over dramatize this.
He gets mad at me for rolling over because he doesn't want to be touched. He just wants to go to bed.
No, you're over there like apologize. I'm like, what am I apologizing for?
And you didn't say anything. And I'm like, you mother trucker. So then I go downstairs. I grab an ice pack because my side of my face is now swollen and throbbing.
I'm surprised there wasn't an ambulance out in the front.
Maybe there should have been. I took
Probably.
I took 3 Tylenol extra strengths downstairs.
There's plenty of room for an Air Life chopper. We can land outside
been there,
the backyard.
done that. That's a $65,000 bill that I can't afford right now.
So Chelsea, here's the real story of what really happened.
That's exactly what
I'm
happened.
laying on my side. It's completely dark in there.
Yeah.
I feel you coming over. You're coming in too hot. And at that very time, I'm putting my arm over my head because sometimes I like to put my hands behind the pillow or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was putting my hand up behind my head, you came in and you smacked my elbow as I was putting it up.
Oh, I ran into your elbow.
I wasn't.
I ran into your elbow. So I should be apologizing to you. That's probably what your stubborn head was probably thinking.
Somebody listening right now has gone through something like this, and they could probably relate. If not, then it's totally my fault.
So anyways, I knew you felt bad because this morning I woke up, thank God, and you come walking in with a plate of diced peaches from Fresh Peaches downstairs. You never bring me breakfast in bed.
It's the least I can do.
That was your thing of a. I iced my side of my face.
Yeah. You know
So
what?
anyway, so
You know
today-
what? I kissed it. I made it better. So life is good.
Yeah, because I made you.
So then Chelsea goes on to make the matters even worse. I'll tell you what. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and we'll share the rest of the story. And then I want to call Zen in HR.
I'm concussed. I want to call Zen in HR.
All right, you call Zen. We'll talk to Zen in HR. We'll try to get a hold of him. All right, so let's call Brian Zen, our HR director, and see if you have a complaint here about your alleged concussion, Chelsea.
I would love to talk to him.
That you said I gave you. Let's get him on the phone.
Somebody's sane.
Hello.
Hey, Brian, Chris and Chelsea in the studio.
I have an official complaint.
So Chelsea thinks she has an HR complaint on me, and I'm not buying it.
On you?
On me, out of all people.
Yeah.
So Brian, let everybody know that my file in your folder there, my HR file, is like super, super thin. There's probably nothing in it.
Please.
Oh, it's pristine.
Yeah, just accolades.
Some
and
would say too clean,
like the
but
best
yeah.
employee ever.
That's
for Link
because you
Media.
purge it every
Yeah.
time you quit.
Well, yeah, that's true too, but that's neither here nor there. Please continue.
So Chelsea thinks she has an HR complaint on me. What is your complaint, Chelsea? Go ahead and formally make it.
Chris gave me a concussion, and he's making me work.
Oh, Wow. Okay.
No, wait a minute. Let us
exactly.
explain. You probably haven't been listening. So Chelsea claims I gave her a concussion with my elbow.
You did.
So it happened
Okay.
last night before we went to bed.
And I know it was unintentional, but you still did it.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, and these things happen. Unfortunately, being outside of the workplace, but as a a manager of the station and as a future, spouse, I think it's probably in the best interest. I mean, the concussion's the silent killer, Chris.
Oh God, see, Chris, I'm dying. So I talked to my nurse, Zen, and she said it's probably.
She called a nurse over this.
I didn't black out. I did see stars.
Oh, come on.
I've had TBIs before, traumatic brain injuries, but this is a mild one. And she says that I need to, what is it? Don't do anything strenuous, which working with Chris can be. And I
Right.
need to limit my screen time while I operate on 3 different screens every day. And then I have to deal with my alleged concussor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
his jokes for the next how many hours?
I think she's just trying to get out of work.
I think the mental strain alone probably is reason enough to stay home.
the mental
but,
strain, Chris.
As a fellow self-diagnosed concussion survivor, I empathize with you, Chelsea.
Thank you.
On your symptoms. Yeah, I too was concussed by a spouse. She tripped me on the lawn a few years ago. We were out playing ball with our boys, and I hit the ground, and they just sat and laughed at me while I was laying there, potentially unconscious.
As you're
on the
bleeding out of
ground,
the ears
so.
and everything,
that's
too, right?
terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It was partially due to slippery grass, but I always, every time I reach that spot in the grass.
Well, the reason it happened, I put my arms over my head, and she came in too hot for a kiss.
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah,
her
yeah.
head bounced off my elbow.
I came in for a kiss. That's my
Kinda sounds like you
crime,
weren't-
Brian.
Sounds like you weren't respecting personal space, Chelsea. So some of this may come back on you.
Yeah, see?
We're getting married. How much personal space do you need, Chris? Because I'm going to give you all of it.
I don't think the king bed is big enough. We need a bigger one now.
Atlanta.
So basically,
How do we resolve this?
It's not a work complaint because it didn't happen at work, correct?
No.
Hallelujah!
Sometimes these rear their ugly heads in the workplace. So please just do your best to keep these issues at home. But I'm not going to answer my phone from here on out. So sorry about that.
You look at the caller ID, you're like, oh no, it's a studio.
Oh,
Well,
but as
I
a
thought-
fellow survivor, do I go to our Facebook page and vent there? Or?
I think you should. I mean, this seems like a public issue. We're not putting your as long as you're comfortable putting you already have, put your medical history out there as a
Right.
previous concussion survivor. So if you're comfortable with it, I support it.
She's saying this is worse than her horse accident. I'm like, come on, it's my
Oh,
elbow.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
He didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. This
Well, so was mine.
This was something else. But then you're making me work.
I have a hard time believing that, but you know what? If you feel that way, we support you. So
Yeah, she won't be talking back and smarting off anymore, I'll tell you that.
So if I start slurring words on air and saying weird things, I'm off the hook, right? I'm okay?
we'll have to launch a full investigation at that point.
Well, in all honesty, Brian, nobody wants to hear me solo in the show, right?
Well, there may be that too.
So I guess we're not alone.
No.
Other couples have injured each other accidentally as well. We found out Zen, our HR director, he slipped on his grass and he got concussed at the
Yeah.
expense of his family.
Well, they were running around. He said that I don't know. It was kind of crazy. Sievert said that his wife in the middle of the night has rolled over and landed her elbow into his ribs several times. Somebody said, oh, my wife just recently dropped the remote on my head. At least I think that was by accident.
How many people you think have been accidentally, headbutting is probably a big one. Because what if both people roll over to the middle of the bed?
Yes.
Maybe to say goodnight or something like that? That's happened as well. It's not always the elbow. Sometimes it's head to head.
Oh, here we go. Jeff says, I was trying to show my wife how strong I am by opening a jar of pickles. And as she was leaning in, my elbow flew back and hit her in the eye. Now she says, I can't be trusted with anything in a glass container.
You know, the worst part about these things is everybody thinks the worst when couples accidentally injure each other.
Yes.
Like when you called the healthcare professional,
Yeah.
did you let her know what happened first or did she ask? They have to legally ask, right?
I mean, she asked. She's like, "What happened?" And, if
She's
our
like,
situation was a DV? No. I just told her. I said it was by accident. I said I don't even know what I said. Your elbow came back and like got me into the temple. I said because I was leaning in to give you a kiss.
And then she's like, "Okay, good."
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm like, trust me. It was just so funny.
You know what? You don't have a black eye or anything like that.
Oh gosh. Oh, that was another time. I was sitting in Jill's chair. She was doing my hair. That's my best friend with the Therapy podcast. She was doing my hair and she goes, Chelsea, she's like, your eye, there's like bruising by your eye. And she's like, are you okay? She stopped what she was doing and she knows you very well. And I'm like, oh crap, it's my turmeric. So I did a video showing when I did my turmeric, the capsules busted open. When I get yellow on my face, it looks like I'm bruised. And then I bruise really easily because of my autoimmune. So a lot of people assume that you are.
I sound like a terrible person.
You're beating me up. And I'm like, nope, that's from Pilates and that's from hitting the counter. And yeah.
Couple injuries. If you a lot of people are sharing their stories. It happens more often than you think. On behalf of all the moms out there.
Yes.
That do endless housework, endless cleaning, endless cooking.
It never stops.
It's like shoveling the drive when it's still snowing when you have kids.
Yeah. And pets on top of it.
That's true. Pets and pet hair on top of that, too.
It's a thankless job, Chris.
And if you have both, my gosh.
Praying for you.
So I saw this video earlier. This woman went on record saying what all moms are thinking when it comes to cleaning the house. Let me know if you agree.
Attention, family. I just cleaned the entire house. So if you could all stop living here, that'd be great. Thank you.
Is that true or what?
That was my exact sentiments after my loading and unloading dishwasher song that I was singing to you for 20 minutes.
Don't ever sing that again.
And then I try to walk away and there's one more dish in the living room. It just never ends.
That was the dish that you left there from the day before, probably.
I don't think so.
Right?
Nope, that was from your second snack that evening.
Every now and then I will unload and load the dishwasher, but I know you're just so good at it. That I'm like, you know what, Chelsea? You're just an expert. You're like a loading and unloading expert.
Man, I think my concussion's acting up. I think I need to take a rest. Doc said no strenuous activities.
So Mama June, I haven't heard from her in a hot minute.
Ooh, Mama June.
She's back and she's going viral now because she put out a video saying she only tips 5%.
No matter what?
No matter what.
Are you serious?
Up to 5%. It'll be less if the service isn't great.
Why is she so cheap?
She says because she looks into all the service fees that these delivery services offer, like a food delivery, Instacart, and things like that.
Right.
She's like, there's so much inconvenience fees. I'm not going to tip because of that. But it's not the driver's fault because they're convenience
Exactly,
fees.
and that's who you're hurting.
So she refuses to do it.
Dang. Is it better when some businesses, what they've done is they just roll all those fees in and then they raise the prices? So what's better? Higher prices or being transparent with your fees, watching it all rack up?
Me personally, I would probably opt for higher prices. That way I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people agree with me. Like we ordered pizza the other day.
Yep.
There's a $4.99 delivery fee.
Yep.
And then they want you to tip on top of the fee.
Yeah.
I bet you a lot of people, the drivers don't make as much now because the delivery fees are so darn high.
I always tip 20. Minimum. Unless they were absolutely bonkers off the wall, which has not happened to me.
Does your mom and dad, do they tip pretty good? Do you ever look at what they leave?
Yeah.
20%?
I tell my dad, because my dad's kind of direct and he's kind of been a little bit of a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, like, come on, you can't talk like that. Like, he's almost too direct sometimes. And I'm like, you better tip him a little bit more. He's always been very generous and I was always taking care of everybody.
Like my grandma, back when she was around, I remember we went out with her a couple times and she would always leave $2. It doesn't matter what the bill was. That's just her generation. I think that's the way they do it. They don't feel the need to tip. It was like $2 for whatever it is.
Oh my gosh.
And that was for a whole table, not just
and
her.
Let me guess, did she order coffee at the end of the night, making them brew a whole fresh new pot, only had half a cup?
But I look at my mom now. She learned from her. She
No!
leaves more than $2, but it's not 20%. I've been to restaurants with her. Once she gets up and leaves, I have to throw more money down without her knowing.
That's embarrassing.
And other people have had to do that too.
Or if they dig around for change and they throw change on the table. That's a slap in the face.
Like they always say, if you can't afford to go out and eat, then don't go out. If you can't afford to tip when you go out and eat, don't go out and eat.
And think about it. I mean, we're talking like $10 more. You know what I mean? Like help out your server, man. I used to survive off of tips.
Do you know someone who always always tips less than 20%, even if the service is good.
Oof.
Maybe they were just trained that way, or that's all they know, or maybe they're just a cheapskate. You know someone who tips less than 20%, even if the service and food is great.
Wow.
It just doesn't matter. It's always maybe 5%. Maybe it's always 10%.
Ooh.
Maybe it's always a set amount like $2. Maybe it's $5 regardless of the total amount.
Dang, Chris.
320-656-9453. A lot of texts are already coming in. We also have the calls as well. Carla, you're up first. Who's the bad tipper?
My husband is a horrible tipper.
Okay, tell us why.
He'll just pull whatever change is in his pocket. So it could be 6 cents, it could be $5, and that's just what they get.
My gosh, what do you say to him? What do you tell him?
You know, like, come on, like, this is what they do. This is how they make their money. And he just reaches in his pocket and drops the change, and off we go.
Have you tried changing his mind at all?
I try, if I have cash on me, to, sneak back and, lay some dollars at least on the table. But, yeah, he'll just walk right out.
It's got to be frustrating for a server or a bartender, It's like, I've looked at my wallet before. Like, I have a set amount. I know what the total is.
Yep.
I usually try to do $1 a drink, depending on if they're just popping a can or a bottle versus actually pouring a draft.
That's fair.
And I have the amount in my head. Sometimes if I don't have enough cash, like I'm $1 or $2 short, I'm like, oh, do I just leave this and like walk out quickly? But then if you go to the place, like if you're a regular at a place,
Yep.
You better not do that, because when you come back, you shouldn't get good service.
Now, I've found when I've tipped generously, the service is a lot better. They remember my name, but if they work hard. But I've also been a server, so I've been on that side of things. Taylor, he works for a local restaurant. I was like, please don't name. He says, did you see? He's like, this table was a $60 bill total, and he was like, they gave me a tip of $2.14 after waiting on them for 3 hours.
I just think a lot of people haven't.
It's a slap in the face.
I've never been a server. I've never been a bartender.
Yeah.
But I appreciate what they do.
Oh my gosh.
There's good ones. I still don't like stiffing bad bartenders or servers. I don't want to tip 20%, but
awful.
I'll do 15.
It's awful, man. Jess just texted. She's like, I served a huge party of 8 last week, kept their drinks full, handled all their separate checks, which is such a pain in the butt. And she said the total tip, a single $5 bill. She's like, makes me want to almost quit. Now, picture if that's what all of her tables are like. Do you think that going to a service, like a hospitality service, do you think that they're going to be happy to see you when all their customers are treating them like that? Like, it's just, I hate that.
Laura, who are the bad tippers that you want to call out?
Well, I don't know them personally, but when I was waiting tables, this couple would come in and leave me a 35-cent tip every single time. I'm like, really? I'm dead on, I'm spot on, I'm quick and everything, and you leave me 35-cent tip every single time.
It's like they're used to
it's rude.
Serving your tipper is not a roundup program.
That's rude. It's a quarter and a dime. Like, what the heck?
Maybe it's people that don't know how to math.
I think it's an insult. Oh, it's not hard. You just move the decimal over 1 and then you double it. That's 20%.
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on. Now so Mark just said he went to a concert venue. He said the concert was amazing, but the drinks were a ripoff. No way am I tipping 20% on a $15 beer. He's like, I throw him a couple bucks and call it a day.
This is what happened at WeFest, but you were too drunk to realize it, and you tipped way more. It was my card, by the way. That's why I bring it up. It was 2 drinks. No, we actually ordered 4 drinks. I think it was a couple of shots.
Yeah.
Chelsea wanted to go hard that night. It was a couple of shots and then a couple of drinks.
I remember this.
And it was 4 drinks, so I'm like, $4 is appropriate.
Yeah.
But automatically on their screen, it says 15, 20, 25%. You tipped 20% on like a $40 bill.
I did.
No, it was like a $10 tip. I don't know what it was. But
that wasn't me going hard. That was me like, oh yeah, 20%, done.
Yeah, so
it was an oversight. It was just whatever. They get you for that.
The moral of the story is, if you want a good tip from Chelsea, just serve her some Fireball, and she's like,
oh, would you stop? I wasn't that inebriated.
Especially if it's not her card. She's like, oh yeah, here, take $20.
They work hard and they serve a lot of people who I guarantee didn't tip them anything.
Yeah, that's actually true.
See?
So I guess.
Yeah, Chelsea going hard. No, Chelsea sticking up for her servers, dealing with buffoons.
So do you feel bad for this woman who's completely upset right now? She's practically in tears because her favorite coffee drink at her favorite coffee shop.
I feel that.
Has been discontinued.
Oh, I feel that. I hate it too.
But there's more to the story. So I want to play this clip, this video that I saw this morning. You tell me if you feel for her.
Yeah.
Or if you don't feel for her and she's overreacting. If it's just ridiculous.
It's a first world problem.
You probably know where I'm going to go on this, but I want you're more of a heartfelt person.
I am.
You're more emotional than me.
I'm a super feeler.
Absolutely. What do you think?
I know it's really dumb, but I just went to 2 different Starbucks and I just had the worst day. I really wanted my emotional support drink. I got laid off a month ago, but they gave me 30 days notice so that I could keep working, which I really appreciated because I needed the income. And I'm having to go to work every day this week at a job that I'm already laid off from. I was just going to comfort myself tonight. I go to Starbucks and it just feels like we should get some warning when something's going to be disappearing, because some of us depend on it. And then they were asking me, do you want anything else? We still have the puppy bowl, but we could put it in something else, but I don't want it in something else. I only want it in the summer berry. And so I just told them I didn't want anything and I drove away.
Oh.
So now I don't have anything. I don't know what to do.
So Judgy Chris has one response.
God, I just want to give her a hug. Like, I'm getting teared up.
So you feel for her.
I feel for her, but not specifically because it's called emotional displacement. She's struggling, all right? So she's getting laid off from work, but they're keeping her on. And did you catch the phrase where she said, like they should let you know if something's disappearing? Well, that's what's happening in her life and with her job. And so the one thing she depends on is getting a consistent drink from her favorite place, and now that's gone too.
She also relies on consistent income. Here comes the dad out of me.
She's feeling
maybe she should cut down on expenses she can get rid of since she's going to be losing her job.
Would you just shut up? So come on. Whoop-de-doo. A $6 coffee is really going to make or break your life.
Hey, if you do it every single day. And what is an emotional support drink? I've heard of like dogs and animals.
There's this one fall drink that I would look forward to for years and years and years as a former partner.
If you ever cry on a video like this,
I mean, I wouldn't cry on a video about, well, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to judge. She's going through a lot, man. She feels like her whole world is disappearing, okay?
Okay.
Maybe it's a mood. I think she needs a nap. I think she needs a hug. And I think she needs something to eat.
Maybe she needs a man.
No, they make things worse. But like when they got rid of my what is it? It was a toasted white mocha. When they got rid of that, and it was it was the toffee syrup. They got rid of that. That totally wrecked my fall, because that was the one fall drink that I look forward to.
How do you really feel about that, Chelsea?
It's devastating, man.
Yeah.
They take away the one thing that you look forward to. I'm not a pumpkin spice latte girl. No.
Are you gonna cry right now?
Oh, a little bit. Actually, I'm kind of sad.
Sure.
I want to know where the toffee syrup went.
It's
man.
gone. They're never
Where is it?
never
Chris,
coming back, Chelsea.
What do you mean it's never coming back? That'd be like me telling you that all the wings at Buffalo Wild Wings are never coming back, and you just got to settle for those gross cauliflower bites.
How dare you bring into Buffalo Wild Wings into this conversation? That is not right.
See?
I have my own emotional support sauces.
Yeah, I know. They're gone, Chris.
No,
all of them are gone. You just have to have jam and jalapeno, that garbage, every day.
And that's actually not a bad sauce.
It is kind of good.
Not the best, but it's different. So I got some good news here for you.
What's that?
I don't think it's going to make you cry.
Okay.
Because usually when I share good news stories, sometimes Chelsea tears up a little.
I do.
So I don't know if it'll happen with this one, but it's kind of a cool. I've never seen anybody do something like this before. There's a woman named Rosie, right?
Yeah.
She noticed her dad needed a hobby. Kind of like your dad.
Yes, I was just going to say, and Facebook doesn't count. Love you, Dad.
So her dad has always loved sending handwritten letters to people. Like my mom loves sending handwritten cards.
Yeah.
She still does it.
But my dad's handwriting stinks.
So in July, she launched something called the Dad Letter Project, where anyone can request and encourage a letter from him.
Yeah.
It keeps him busy. He handwrites the letters. Actually, their daughter and dad are actually speaking about it. I saw this video earlier today. Let me know if you think this is cool or not.
It's more than willing to be your dad via the snail mail.
We are inundated with requests to hear from my dad, but really it's people who want to hear from a dad. How many letters have you written, Dad?
I've written over 150. We've recruited other dads to get involved. I write like I'm speaking to them. If they need a father, I'll be happy to be their father. They can write me anytime they want.
See, isn't that kind of cool? I think it's kind of cool because if somebody, maybe they don't have their dad around anymore, or maybe they didn't grow up with a father or a father figure.
Yeah.
You could write just what's going on in your life. I think it could probably be anything.
This is so sweet.
If you just need to talk to someone, you just do it old school. You put a stamp on it and you mail it.
You know what really touched my heart? Last week we got a postcard from my niece at camp.
Yeah.
She was sent to camp with 5 postcards that she could send. And the only 2 that she sent was one to her parents and then one to Auntie Cha-Cha and Uncle Chris. And it went right on the fridge. I hadn't received a beautiful piece of mail like that in a long time.
Isn't receiving
sweet.
something like that better than getting like an email or like a Facebook message?
100%. And even with the grammatical errors and spelling errors, I think it just was even more endearing. And the fact that she sent that, it just meant so much.
You ready for a movie fun fact here?
Yeah.
I think everybody's seen Mean Girls.
Oh, I love that movie.
Rachel McAdams, and then of course we had Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
A good movie. Is it really considered a chick flick? Because I liked it. I really did.
It's a fun, snarky movie. Yeah, I like it.
So here's the fun fact about that movie. Lindsay Lohan was almost Regina George in Mean Girls.
Whoa.
She was almost the snooty villain character, I guess you can call her.
Okay.
That part went to Rachel McAdams because the director thought Rachel was too old to play Katie. And they wanted Lindsay to be the lead after the Freaky Friday success in that movie.
How far are they in age? Like age difference?
I don't think they look a lot different aside from the actual age. I'm not sure what they are.
Okay, so Rachel McAdams is 7 years older than Lindsay Lohan. So I can see that, and she came off of The Notebook, but I thought, I don't know. I think each role was perfect the way that it was. She played a great Regina George.
That's true.
Yeah.
And there's other unsung heroes in that movie. I thought a lot of the girls did a really good job.
Lacey Chabert, she went on to star in almost every single Hallmark movie. Hello.
Right.
Her dad was the inventor of toaster strudel.
So there you go. Maybe you got the urge to rewatch Mean Girls tonight.
Come on.
Too.
It's good.
Tina McFay, her character is pretty funny. So the food that Chelsea cannot stand is carrot cake.
Oh, I could feel it. I could feel it. Oh, I just hate it so much, Chris.
Is it because you've always had bad or not good carrot cake from people growing up?
I'm seriously getting nauseous right now. I think the first carrot cake I ever had was traumatizing, right?
Maybe that's why you don't like it. The first one just totally...
It had raisins in it, which was disgusting, walnuts in it, and then it was just all these carrot shavings, and then there was coconut sprinkled on top. It was just atrocious.
Now, wait a minute. Carrot cake... The carrot you're not supposed to recognize.
Exactly.
You'll see a little bit of orange in it,
Maybe
probably.
like little orange dots, that's fine.
Right.
But no. This I could see.
But actual strands?
Like the shavings of it.
That would traumatize me, too.
It's awful. And then the frosting was just garbage, too. Instead of like a delicious cream cheese frosting, which I have no beef with.
Right.
This one was just, it had like the little carrot like decorations on top too. It was just nasty.
So you put a post on social media, and now of you trying carrot cake, which came in a big sample box for the wedding coming up in October, the reception.
So the baker, she's phenomenal. She's my best friend's sister, and I've been adopted into their family. It's Jen with Butter and Batter, and she is a phenomenal baker. And she says, Chels, I'm going to make you carrot cake. I'm going to change your mind. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. So I love her. She is a very talented baker. And just for her, I tried carrot cake.
And what was your thought this time?
It was awful.
Still?
It was awful. I wanted to die.
Is it still because of the first one?
I could think of 40 different ways, 40 different things I'd rather eat than this carrot cake. I think she actually put extra carrot in it. And so I was talking with Jill, her sister, last night, and she's like, I saw the video. She's like, I think she did put extra carrot in it.
But a real carrot cake, you're not really supposed to taste the carrot, right?
I don't think so.
Like, I don't mind carrot cake. I've always had good carrot cakes, I think.
Ugh, so gross. So my philosophy is that some demented mom out there, I know this is a hot take. She was like, you know what? My kids need to eat more vegetables. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to disguise it in a cake, and I'm going to ruin our trust forever. And I think that was and then I'm going to smother it in cream cheese frosting, which is like just so crazy to me.
How many people you think love carrot cake? What percentage? Do you think it's like 50-50?
Too many. And the crazy thing is I posted this on our social media, and people are like trying to convince me, like, change my mind. I will never change my mind.
Are they saying like you have to try mine then?
Yeah, you gotta try mine. Never try mine. I'm like, no, I'm gonna literally barf all over all of you. Like, I don't like carrot cake.
Do you think it's because vegetables don't belong in cake.
Well, see, and that's the weird thing because I've had zucchini bread.
Oh, that's nasty.
And it's delicious.
I normally don't like vegetables in a cake either. It just sounds weird putting vegetable and then in a cake.
Thank you. Thank
you.
you.
But carrot cake is not bad.
Get out of here. Of all the cakes in the world.
Yeah.
And then like carrot cake is like people's number one. Like it's your father-in-law's number, or your stepdad's number one. Like, ugh, it's so, oh God, of all the cakes out there, red velvet. And now I do have to say, she did change my mind on chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah.
That they can go together and coexist.
I didn't like that one.
I thought it was delicious.
It was too sweet, too dense for me. I'd rather have carrot cake. So you let her know we're having carrot cake at the reception, right?
If there's carrot cake at our reception, I will burn the building down. And ironically, they'll put me in orange.
If somebody wants to change Chelsea's mind, if you think you have the best carrot cake ever, reach out to Chelsea and tell her 320-656-9453. People are trying to convince her on social media. Might as well do it here now. Shoot her a text.
You're the devil, man. You're the devil.
And let's change your mind on carrot cake,
Not
shall
today,
we?
Satan.
So Campbell's is teaming up with another company, and I think it's a weird collaboration.
Okay.
But I'm listening. Campbell's and Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Hold up. When I think of Campbell's, I think of like the chicken noodle soup and the little boy like thaws out after being like a snowman and it's like wholesome and it's like for kids. I don't think of beer.
But that little boy's all grown up now, Chelsea.
I bet he
can now drink some PBR. But I grew up, I like PBR. I grew up in PBR. Well, I shouldn't say grew up. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
But I remember there's
straight out the bottle.
There's a picture of me when I was in diapers that went into my grandpa's cooler, his little cooler, and I was pulling out a PBR.
Oh.
And then at my cabin growing up when I was probably not even a teenager yet, for some reason I would take the empty beer cans that my grandpa and dad were drinking and I would sip the rest out of it, which explains a lot, obviously.
And then you'd eat Campbell's soup and they're like, oh, yeah, perfect.
Let's put the two together.
Okay, but hold up. Beer and soup? Like what flavors are we talking?
So it's going to be beer-infused soup. It's going to combine the classic Campbell's flavors. Because remember, they want to be more progressive now, right?
Don't mention progressive soup. Okay, no, all right.
They're going to infuse. It'll be the taste of PBR, which is a decent beer for being a kind of a lighter beer, right?
Yeah, sure.
The flavors are going to include beer cheese with potatoes and chorizo.
Oh, talk to me. That's like a spicy sausage. Yeah.
And beef, bacon, and beer chili with beans.
Done.
So
with a PBR, right? Like an ice cold PBR? To the side?
No, it's all infused in it.
Well, I would have one on the side.
I guess you can drink a PBR while you're eating
the
soup.
Hell yeah, beer and soup?
Why not, right?
Sure.
I think it sounds interesting. I might try it out if I see it at the shelves.
And I might just have to try it with you, brother.
There you go.
You're listening to Chris and Chelsea. Afternoons on Wild Country 99.